Okay, I wanted to make a video about children during an Shtf, right? Now this is a tough one. I mean, I imagine a lot of you guys have kiddos, and probably a lot of that stuff is overlooked. Just look at what you want to prepare, what you want to put aside. Let's start with that, and then we'll get into some of my other thoughts. I think that like hard candies would be a good thing to put aside for kids, but it'd make a very good barter item, right? Comfort items, I believe, would make good barter items. So you could either barter it out to other people or give it to your own kids, right? Like hard candies, peppermints and stuff, they'll last a good while, right? And let's say other people with kids, well, then they may trade you something you need for something they want. And if not, well, then your kids, it'll make their, make a hard time that much more, I guess, a little more pleasant, just a little smile. A lot of times something like that would make a big difference. Also clothing, man. Kids grow like crazy. I would say, some people say go out to thrift stores or something like that. I don't know. I guess you could. That's a good idea. But I wouldn't go and just get like a bunch of shirts and this and that. I mean, I don't know. Some, maybe, yes. But I would get like stuff that's going to stretch out. Maybe sweatpants or something like that. I don't think it's going to last forever, man. Sweatpants, something that, you could tie. T-shirts that are a little big. That way they'll grow into them. I think that'd be a good way to go. And of course, if you know other people with kids, well, then you can kind of just trade around, I'm sure that'd be a big one to barter. So that's something to think about. I mean, yeah, some kids go, of course. Yeah, you can go get that at thrift stores and yard sales, but I'm saying don't get jeans and stuff like that. I mean, like me, when I go, I try a pair of jeans on. I'll try something like that first. So you don't know. You might be buying stuff that they can't wear anyway. Right? You never know. If your kid loses weight, your kid gains weight, you don't know. So I would keep it to a minimum, stuff that can kind of, more closer to one size fit most, I guess. Sweatpants, again, T-shirts, they're a little large. They can grow into. I don't think it lasts forever again. I think like board games, toys and crayons, coloring books. Go to like a Dollar Tree. Everything there is actually $1. You go to Dollar General, you got things in there $25, $35. Dollar Tree, $1. Get board games. Get coloring books. Get just small toys. Again, during time of hardship, something like that could be, a big game changer. Just even for a little while. Kids love that. A kid's favorite toy is always their newest toy. So you can buy that now. And again, that would make a great barter item. There's going to be kids out there with birthdays and stuff. Right? You don't have to tell people of all your preps, but you can be like, hey, look, somebody's birthday coming up. I got this, Maybe I can swap you. You can work something out. I don't know. You guys figure that out. Like, maybe Chef Boyardee stuff. A lot of kids like that stuff. Put some of those cans aside, man. That way, keep life as close to norm as possible. And again, another one, when you're prepping, you put medical supplies aside. But one thing, kids can't take adult medicine, right? It's like always under 12 or under 12 or 13, they have to have their own. And then like babies got to take certain. So I mean, that's something to look into. Put medicine aside for your kids' age group, man. I would say have like small bug out bags, light backpacks for your kids if they're old enough. Of course, it's not going to be heavy, but they can have, some clothes. Could have kids' medicine. Could have some hard candy. A couple toys. Maybe some like My little one likes ramen noodles. She likes rice. So, ramen noodles, instant rice. Pretty lightweight. Something she'd like. Just add a little hot water if it got to it. But that's something you can put aside anyway. Children's meds and some sanitizer in that little bug out bag. That wouldn't hurt. Just use an old kid's backpack. Right? I know for a bug out bag, you probably want a better, not probably, you do want a better bag. But we're talking about a little kid. Right? Something they're going to carry. Something they want to carry. Right. So, clothing, maybe a little hard candy, a couple toys and crayons and stuff like that. Keep them occupied. Some ramen or instant rice or something easy, light. Children's medicine. And some sanitizer, man. Maybe some toilet paper or something. Light stuff that they're going to need, man. But, don't forget them. Now, another thing, let's talk about kiddos. There's a lot of people out there that are unprepared. A lot of, sheeple, people like to say. And they're going to have kids too. So you're going to have these desperate people that have kids. Now, I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm going to leave that up to you. Y'all make your own decision what you're going to do. Do you help them out and try to work something out or something? Or do you just, keep quiet and look out for your own? I don't know what you guys are going to do. And I don't have any right to tell you. I'm just telling you to think about it now. Right? And then if you have two kids or more, of course, kids can keep each other occupied. What do you have an only child? Well, they're going to need a lot of attention. And then another thing with kids, like I always say, loose lips sink ships. So how do you deal with that? You can't try to get your kid to understand the importance of things, of why you do what you do, and again, if they're too young, to expect them to keep quiet. How do you handle that? Right? I don't know. I don't know. And then another thing to think about, let's say that there was a shit hit the fan scenario. Well, I don't know what they're going to do with prisoners and stuff like that. Or what about the sickos out there right now? You're going to have, these predators out there and pedophiles walking around. There's no cops or something for a while. And your kid's out there playing in the yard. Your kid or kids out there playing in the yard. With the blink of an eye, man. So I don't know. If you have kids, maybe you might want to have a dog, too. That'd be a good companion for the kids. Something to keep them entertained. Something to protect them. That might be a good way to go. Something to watch, the house and keep you alert. That might be something to look into. But then again, you'd have to put some dog food and stuff aside. But I'd say it'd definitely be worth it. If you have a dog, you would have, companion or playmate to a point for kids, right? And something that would alert you. Somebody comes around, some stranger, well, the dog's probably going to go off barking. You go out and see what's going on, right? You should always keep an eye on your kids, but something could happen in the blink of an eye, and that's the point. So there you go. And then again about loose lips. What happens there? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to tell you to think about it. What if a kid starts handing out stuff? How would that go down? I don't know that answer. I don't know. Kid, here you go. Here's 3 cans of Chef Boyardee. My friend likes it. The kid wouldn't think anything about it, but the parents would. I don't know how to handle that. There's a lot of things you're going to need to think about, man. Medical needs, entertainment, try to make it easy on them. Because, kids should have their childhood, of course, but in a shit hit the fan scenario, that's not going to be very likely. You look at some of these poor nations, man. Got kids rumbling through garbage looking for food, you know, orphans and stuff. It can be a tough world, man, so you want to try to shield your kids as much as possible. And try to think of different scenarios that could happen and deal with it before they happen. Right? Anyway, just something to think about. I don't have all the answers. I just, you know, some things I thought over. I know I have ideas on what's right for me, but you guys are going to have to come up with your own ideas on what's right for you. But the first step in solving a problem is identifying it. Anyway, something to think about, guys.